Today we're going to look at the Vedic astrology chart using sidereal, not tropical zodiac, for Penny Marshall, who was born October 15th, 1943, 9:32 a.m. in New York. If you were to look at the eastern horizon when she was born, you would see that the constellation associated with Libra was rising at 25 degrees. This becomes the most effective point of every house, and any planet that is within 5 degrees of that 25 degrees, whether it's 20 to 30 degrees, will have some impact in the chart. So we're going to look at how the planets are operating, when the planets are operating, because not everything happens at once. And we're going to look at what we could do or could have done to remedy the chart. She passed away this week. So first we want to see what are the functional benefic and malefic planets in the chart. So any multicona sign, 1, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11, found in the 6th, the 8th, or the 12th house, the Dustana houses, the houses that cause challenges to help us grow, will become, its ruler will become functional malefic. So here we see the 6th sign of Virgo, ruled by Mercury, in the 12th house. So Mercury becomes functional malefic for Libras, as well as Rahu and Ketu. So we'll just go through the planets. Sun is at 28 degrees. And so any planet that is more than 25 or less than 5 is in adolescence or old age, and it cannot protect or promote its own significations. So Sun is ruling the house of income and friends and fulfillment of desires, and it is placed in the 12th house, the house of letting go of spiritual growth through letting go of attachments. So this gives can give some health issues because there's no multicona sign in the 6th house, that's a house that has to do with health. So Sun being weak in old age and in the 12th house can give digestive issues and heart issues, as well as other health conditions. And then let's look at Moon. Moon is at 24 degrees, and it is placed in the 7th house of relationships, ruling the house of career. So career through partnerships and relationships, gives career through partnerships and relationships, and it anybody who's in acting, directing, entertainment industry has some planets or some multicona sign usually in the 7th house of relationships, because it's all based on relationships, like Johnny Carson. I think was also a Libra. Mars is weak in old age, 28 degrees, close to the most effective point, as was Moon. Moon is close to the most effective point. And Mars is ruling the house of relationships, and it is placed in the house of vulnerability. So it brings some vulnerability to relationships. I think she had 2 or 3 marriages. Mercury is at 11 degrees, and we know it's functional malefic. The rest of the planets are benefic, but it does not mean they won't cause harm. So Mercury is placed in the 12th house. So this can bring lack of peace of mind. Mercury has to do with intellect, and it also has to do with ability to produce writing. And she was a writer, comedy writer, and also a director and a producer and an actress in the comedy Laverne and Shirley that ran for many, many years. But it also can bring, because it's in this 12th house, some depression, some sleep issues as well. Jupiter is at 28 degrees, placed in the career house, ruling the house of entrepreneurial success, business, and communication. So it gives good communication, gives children, gives husband, and career. Yeah, that could be related to husband. I think her second husband was Rob Reiner, who's a very famous director, actor as well. And it's close to the most effective point as well, so it has a lot of impact. Venus is at 16 degrees. And Venus, we know it has to do with performing arts. So it's placed in the house of income, ruling the house of life purpose. So life purpose through performing arts, entertainment. In fact, she was born in a Venus period. That becomes the root of the tree of life. So acting, directing, all, performing arts, all entertainment, all part of her main life purpose. It is debilitated in the Navamsa, which brings some weakness to it, and it is Venus is also associated with pancreas. So when it's weak, it can affect diabetes. Saturn is at 3 degrees, so it's slightly weak in young age, and it is ruling the house of children, investments, and education. It is placed in the house of teaching and teachers. So it gave her some children. Also, it has to do with service, helping others, spiritual growth through helping others. So she did do that as well. Rahu and Ketu are at 20 degrees. They are in the house of career and family life. Ketu and Rahu. And so they give desire for a strong career and desire for family life, insights into family life. So let's see when the planets are operating. We already talked about she was born in a Venus Dasha period. And we know that during she had a daughter in 1964. That would have been in a Mars period. So relationships. I think she got married in that same period. And then she got a divorce and married Rob Reiner in 1969, which would be still in that Mars relationship period, partnerships. In 1975, she got a divorce. So 75 would be Rahu. So Rahu, letting go of attachments. And then died in December 17th, 2018, in a Saturn Rahu period. Saturn Rahu period. So let's look at that. If we go back a couple days, you see that K2 is afflicting family. It's at it's at 3 degrees, so it's afflicting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Natal Mars in the house of death-like experiences, 6, 7. 8, 9. So it's afflicting Sun, natal Sun, which is also in the house of death-like experiences. And yeah, so those are the kind of the main things that are going on. K2 Rahu, K2 unexpected events. Moon is passing, challenging her health, transiting this 6th house. So I think those are the main things. So that's the chart for Penny Marshall. Prayers and blessings to her family. She had a good long life. So if you're interested in a Vedic astrology reading, you can go to vastucreations.com under services, and it gives you many options for different astrology readings. Or if you would like to learn about transformational Vedic astrology, you can go to AmericanInstituteofVastu.com. Thank you for listening.